Snow business. That's what we'll be doing today. Going to be snowflakes, and they'll be falling. You better believe they'll be falling. And they'll be giving stuff like Cetitan a major speed boost. This is just because I don't know if you'll be hearing any of this right now, so I always start the stream with like random rambling. So, yeah. Says we're live. I don't know if I believe him. There we go. We are indeed. We are now going. Okay. Ooh, let me make sure to do... cool. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm excited. I'm optimistic, even. We have encountered a full snow team once before. Patrick Daly asking how goes it. It goes well, honestly. It's been great having Thanksgiving with my family and just relaxing a little bit. I don't have time to relax. There are things I really should be doing, but I haven't been doing them. I've just been eating and relaxing, and it's been wonderful. So I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I will need to lock in soon, but I'm feeling great. Okay. So we've encountered a snow team once before. It was actually really threatening. It was really threatening. And we should have lost to it, but then we got like crazy lucky, like 1 in 10,000 kind of RNG. Like they kept missing 90% moves and getting paralyzed, right? Like several times in a row. And then they raged because they were like being super, super mean. Or it was great. If you want to go back, there was this like legendary replay where a guy was being like a total jerk, and then we just like karma hit and we totally RNG'd the crap out of him, which was great. But today we're building our own snow, and I was partly inspired by that guy who was a jerk, because his team kind of did cook me. It was if we didn't get really lucky, we were in serious trouble. So I'm excited to give this a go. Also, welcome to membership, Name in progress, it looks like. So let's start off. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Alolan Ninetales, right? So we basically need setters, and I made a list here of snow setters and potential abusers. So I'll just kind of walk through these with you guys quickly. Down OT saying, I'm thankful for all the times you've been stream sniped and smashed into oblivion, and even contemplating changing up team. I'm glad you're happy about that, Down O2. Good to see you back, by the way. So, yeah, thank you guys. Happy Thanksgiving to you all as well. I guess it's past now, but hopefully it went well for you guys. So, okay, snow setters, right? We've got Alolan Ninetales is the most obvious one. It's a fairy type, so great defensive utility there. I don't recall which stream it was, unfortunately. I think it was an earlier NatDex stream, though. Like I want to say like maybe like the Pidgeot one, but I just can't quite remember. So there's Abomasnow and Mega Abomasnow. And there's not no benefit to these guys, but like this one doesn't have the extension item, which I don't like. I feel like if we're going to run a full snow team, we really need the extension item. And this guy's just slow, right? It's not, you can't get a veil off if you're slow. Now there are some benefits like Ice Shard, Leech Seed, some good kind of, moves like that. I think get knockoff. Thought it got knockoff, but no. But that's okay. The point is, I don't see this being the move. I think probably it's going to be Ninetales. Aurorus, like Galarian Slowking and Slowking once again, just not having that ability setting seems bad if we're going to go full snow, which this is the plan. We are going full snow today. So I want like Icy Rock on this guy. This is not just an Aurora Veil team. This is not just an Aurora Veil team with a Cetitan. This is like a snow team we are trying today. So we will be using the snow extension item. Yeah, so we will be doing that. And then like Aurorus and Vanillux just don't offer as much. I mean, Aurorus, I guess, has the one thing where I believe it gets Stealth Rock. Yeah, so Aurorus can set rocks, but it's rock and ice and it's slow. Like, what are the odds it's living a single hit to set Stealth Rock? Like, let's be so real. I don't see it super happening. So, yeah, for a variety of reasons, not super optimistic about that. Yeah, so I'm thinking probably Alolan Ninetales is the play. We have limited time, So I think we're just going to go with that. I don't really see any justifiable reason to just like try other snow setters, because it seems to me like there's a 99.9% chance Alolan Ninetales is just going to be best. So it'll probably be something like, Aurora Veil. We might have Snowscape actually to like kind of, push out stuff like Tyranitar and whatever. We might not. We might just go like Blizzard, Moonblast, or like Freeze Dry or whatever. I don't exactly know. Probably have Encore. We can decide on the exact move set later. And sleep is legal in that deck, so we could even do the Hypnosis thing if we want to be that guy. We could be that guy. Let's think get Draining Kiss. I feel like that's something I ought to maybe try. Like with a Nasty Plot set, potentially an OU. That seems maybe interesting. Nasty Plot Draining Kiss, yeah. But yeah, Roris has the worst typing, strictly mathematically speaking. Yeah, defensively, I think you're right. So then we talk about abusers, right? There are two abusers that I think are no-brainers. So one is Arctozolt, and one is Cetitan, right? On one hand, you've got Arctozolt. It's Bolt Beam in the flesh. It's super fast. Bolt Beak is terrifying. It's so hard to handle. I just don't see a world where we don't put an Arctozolt on, frankly. It just seems too good. It seems too good. So, yeah, I think we're going to have an Arctozolt, and I think we're going to have a Cetitan. Do you have your... Okay. Message got retracted, so I'm not going to read out what it was. Cloyster isn't really a snow abuser, if we're being honest. Does Tails get Calm Mind? I think it does, but why would you use that? Oh, it can Rieza. Thank you very much for the 10 gifted memberships. That is super generous. We see people in chat getting gifted those. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Awesome. That's very kind. If you have a message you want to say, feel free to talk in chat and I'll read that out. But yeah. Okay, so... Oh, do you have your Elsa costume on? I do not, unfortunately. But let me tell you, my elo will not be let go. It's staying up there. So yeah, it's not a great pun, but it was all right. I did my best. Or not a great joke, but did my best. Okay, so yeah, Arctozolt. I don't think we're going to run Arctovish. Arctovish has just some struggles, man. It's like Alamamola's just out here existing, and there's... I mean, no, then there's like Ogerpon Wellspring, and you got like Raging Bolt, and it's a hard world to be an Arctovish. Like, maybe I'm underrating it. Vicious Rend is still, right, like a crazy move, but I don't see the Arc Division. So I don't think we're going to go with Arctovish. I'll keep it in mind. Like, we might feel like we need it, but I'm just not thinking it's going to be our strongest warrior. One thing that I also considered, well, I'll just go through them down the list. Sandslash, Alolan Sandslash is pretty interesting. Not because it's like super threatening with Swords Dance or anything, although SD sets with, it's like, doesn't sound bad. It does get Rapid Spin, and it can also do stuff like spikes and rocks. So just the amount of support that this obviously is in the set, just to kind of showcase. It's something to keep in mind. It's something to keep in mind, and I think generally Alolan Sandslash is a little bit underrated. But I'm not sure if it'll end up making its way onto the team, but I think it's something to consider. Beartic, I added to the list because it's got Slush Rush, but I really don't see us using this. It just seems like a worse Cetitan in pretty much every way. I mean, it gets SD, which is fine, but it... Like, we might, but I don't think we will. Beartic just seems kind of bad to me. Because especially with, like, there's stuff like Mega Scizor and Olo around that, like, Cetitan can get past with Belly Drum, but Beartic's not really getting past it. But we'll keep in mind, Zapdos, Raging Bolt, Thunderous Therian, all pretty much the same thing. They get Weather Ball. ice plus electric, so you get basically a second arc result. I'm most inclined to run Raging Bolt of the things on this list. I'm most inclined to run Raging Bolt because Zard Y is going to be a huge pain for these guys. Actually, not a huge pain for Cetitan because I think it dies. I'll check this, but I think it dies to an Ice Shard. Yeah, so that's... Oh, and that's jolly. So Adamant will definitely kill. I think we probably will go Adamant. Let me check. Iron Valiant. Adamant just seems like the way to go here. So we'll probably be fine, but it's going to hurt Zolt, and it's going to hurt Ninetales. So I feel like probably Raging Bolt is the direction we want to go, but we'll keep an eye on that. Thunderous Therian, once again, just super strong. Bolt Beam. Landorus and Cinderace also with Weather Ball. Cinderace in particular I want to give a shout out to because this Weather Ball, it also just works well for Sun, right? Because you see we already have a problem with Scizor, so the fact that this thing can Pyro Ball is nice. So Court Change is good because Snow really struggles with hazards, as you can imagine. With 3 ice types, you're not really starting off great, so Court Change is nice for that. And the Weather Ball allows you to hit stuff like Tusk, Lando, Gliscor, Garchomp, which is pretty cool as well. So Cinderace, pretty solid. And then what are the other abusers I had on here? Curem, you guys know I'm not going to put Curem on. It clicks Blizzard. You know what it does. It gets a defense boost. You can run DD. I don't think I'd go DD on this. I don't think I'd really run DD Curem in a tier where there's Kingambit unless the goal was... No, yeah, I don't think so. Because if you're going to run DD Curem, you basically can't touch Kingambit. And I don't really think... Maybe I'm underrating it, but I don't think Earth Power is doing enough. There are problems with that, right? There's Scizor as well. So I just don't see myself pulling up with a DD Curem. If I ran one, it'd probably be like Specs or Scarf Blizzard. Just take advantage of that. Ice Q, I don't think we're going to use either. But, you know, it does have Ice Face. It can use Belly Drum. I think Ice Q's garbage and a worse Cetitan, but I added it on the list just because... so people didn't ask me what about Ice Q. And then there's Frostmoth, right? It gets Quiver Dance. It's not that good without Terra, so I don't really see us using it, but Ice Beam Bug Buzz isn't, like, the worst thing in the world. It's not great. It's pretty bad, though. It'd be not being able to hit Steels and being super weak to Steels, so we're probably not going to see the Frostmoth come out, but there are worse things. Yeah. So let's see, that's pretty much... Oh, and I guess common support, someone noted Hatterene. I should put that on there just because it makes so much sense with a lot of snow. And it likes Veil as well. And then Aura Fantastica just saying Kartana because it's broken, which is pretty funny. Mixed DD Curem is scariest. Yeah, like I agree. Like mixed DD Earth Power for Gambit, it makes sense and doesn't sound horrible, but it doesn't sound great either. But I mean, we'll see. We'll have the chance to try some stuff out today. It's going to be a lot of, I hope, cycling kind of through Pokemon. Unless we just hit the nail on the head the first time, the team's just doing awesome. But I kind of doubt that'll be the situation we have. So the question is really, you know, which of these do we end up going with? Because we've got to have something that's... It's not going to be a defensive team. It's going to be kind of like snow teams are kind of walking the line between offense and hyper offense. They let a lot of Pokemon die, but the Ninetales will be coming in multiple times. So I'd say it's closer to an offense team than hyper offense. Also on Cetitan, I think we go Normalium Z. Normalium Z Belly Drum just seems really cool on this, but we can keep an eye on that as well. And I want to go Belly Drum, Ice Shard, EQ, and Icicle Crash. There are so many contact abilities in this tier. I don't want to be caught using... I don't want to be caught using... What am I trying to say? Ice Spinner, even though it's more accurate. Bogmore, thank you very much for the £2. Wishing a great stream before I head to bed. As always, thank you for the support. Very generous. Hope all is well with the hope soon to be new addition to the family. So I think we're probably all set on ice types. I'm inclined to agree. I'm thinking the rest of the abusers, we might add a Kyurem still, but probably the rest of the abusers are going to be more so on the Weather Ball kind of side of things, or just support Pokemon, right? Like 3 abusers is enough. If we have like a Raging Bolt with Weather Ball here, we don't need to keep going. We don't need to add more and more and more. Pokemon that we don't need to keep adding Pokemon, basically. And Cetitan's on the thumbnail, you better use it, says Oda. But here's the thing, guys. The thumbnail, I've before said, and just, had something on the thumbnail, but not used it in the video. It's the title that I'm bound by. So if I say I'm going to build snow, I've got to put something on the thumbnail to represent snow. I'm not bound to use that. What does Z Belly Drum do? It's a good question. So it heals you to 100, then you Belly Drum. But here's the great thing, right? If you Belly Drum and you're at max attack and then you Z Belly Drum, it'll heal you, but then the actual HP loss in the Belly Drum will fail. So if you already Belly Drummed and you don't get intimidated or anything, you're still at +6 attack and then you Z Belly Drum, it just heals you to full. So it's a really cool multi-purpose move that I'd like to try, and I feel like it'll be pretty good. So let's see. We got Raging Bolt. Seems cool. Part of me just wants to slap on Lando Ace and kind of just run it and see what happens and get a feel for how this team plays. But I want to see if that's a total throw. If we do that, are we totally getting smoked by anything? I guess Zamazenta is pretty much game over. If we were to try that, Lele is also game over. Let's see. So final two. Here's what we struggle with. So Psychic, Fairy, Fighting, no resist to that. So that's pretty bad. Those are pretty bad ones to not have resist for. What other types? So we do have kind of a Fire answer, which is sort of nice. Rock. We do have a Grass. Resist. Will we just lose to Zardwai? No, that's why we got a Raging Bolt. Did we have any Mega Evolutions that would fit here? I feel like Snow generally doesn't really lend itself to Mega Evolutions, but let's see if anything kind of fits well. Yeah. No, probably not, honestly. I mean, because even the Ice-type Megas don't really want Snow that badly. I don't see Glalie being justifiable here. I don't think Manectric gets Weather Ball. I'll check. Yeah, no. Yeah, it doesn't seem like any Mega Evolution really takes heavy advantage of Snow. So we very well might go without one, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. You don't need a Mega on every team. It's often a good idea just because Megas are really good, but we don't necessarily need one. Crazy that these ZA Mega Evolutions, though. Wow. Hopefully soon we get to use these. I'm so excited for some of these guys. It's going to be a blast. Anyway, though, let me not go off on a tangent here. Yeah, Glalie did pretty well in Sun. Credit where it's due for Glalie. He got some insane comebacks and was clutch. But yeah, I don't really see any Mega being super important here. We'll see though. Maybe I'll change my mind on that. Latios Weather Ball. Dude gets Ice Beam. I wouldn't even use Weather Ball on it, even if we were in there. Yeah, I know Cinderace has 65 special attack, or something low. But an Ice move is an Ice move. It destroys Gliscor. It's really good. SD Gallade. Why would Gallade like Snow? We might add it if it just fits with the team, but I don't know. I don't think that's not really calling to me particularly. We might go with Scizor as a Mega Evolution. I could see an SD Scizor being kind of nice here. Guido Otavio. Glad you're here as well. I think this will be a really fun one. Isn't Mega Altaria pretty good in Aurora Veil? Not really. No, sorta. Not really, though. Mega Sceptile. Guys, it's not just about what knows Weather Ball. It's does it help it? Sceptile already struggles with steals. So it's does Sceptile want an Ice-type Weather Ball? No, it really doesn't. I think I caught all the Weather Ball Pokemon that are feasibly good, but I mean, let's see if I missed anything. But yeah, it's not just about what gets it, it's about what cares about getting it. Like, Venusaur doesn't care. It doesn't want... Venusaur's not like, dude, I wish I had ice coverage. Sometimes it is. Like, it would sometimes use it. Like, on Sun teams, it probably would, because, like, Weather Ball plus Ice Beam or something would be great. But, no, it's not really hurting for ice coverage, generally speaking. Altaria isn't either. Yeah, a lot of these Pokemon just aren't really hurting for ice coverage. They don't want it. Like, some of them do, but like Kilowattrel, like, come on. I'll filter for electric to see if there's anything on that area that slipped past my nose, but I don't think so. Yeah, I got the big ticket ones. These are not, like, no, this is, I don't think, we're not adding a Bellabolt to the team. I don't see that happening. Also, Mega Venusaur can't Synthesis Heal fully in Snow, so we don't need to try to cram a Mega onto this team. If a Mega doesn't fit, a Mega doesn't fit. That's okay. Not all good teams need Mega Evolutions. So yeah, we struggle with removal, speed. Struggle with that. It's a lot of things to struggle with. Yikes. Like, maybe, like, I don't want to run. Maybe Cinder Hat. Maybe Cinder Hat. Sacred Sword could bypass Zoma Defense. Mega Gallade prefers to run CC because it does not get Sharpness, unfortunately. Yeah, fun fact, Zard Y, Flare Blitz, because of Sun, if you invest it fully, is like just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit weaker than Zard X Flare Blitz. Just by so little. Like, they're almost exactly as powerful on the physical side if using fire moves, Zard X and Y. It's funny. Yeah, Zapdos would help with fighting, but, like, that's it. It helps with fighting and nothing else. This is Natdex, as you can see by the Arctozolt, which we sadly do not have in Gen 9 OU. I wish we did, but we don't. Yeah, Goldengo makes some sense here, but it's like, it doesn't really want Snow. It doesn't really... It helps on paper with a lot of our issues, but I'd like to avoid Gold if I can. Maybe this is the time where we go for the Mega Scizor, which is fine, but then that leaves us in a really awkward situation with hazards. You got to use Iron Treads. You might be right. Ora Fantastica, guys. Lock in for this one, like, or not lock, whatever you want to call it. We might be witnessing history. Ora Fantastica might be right. Final Pokemon considerations. Also, this might be one of those few teams where we don't need an electric immune, because of how kind of offensive it is and how we have a few electric resists and good matchups into a lot of the Volt switchers in the tier. Might be one of the very few teams where we can let go of that. Yeah, so Iron Treads is one. Cinderace, Landorus, Mega Scizor, Hatterene. I could see there are a lot of things like I could kind of see working here. How can this team deal with Ferrothorn? You know, vibes. It's rough. It's rough. Do remember to like the stream if you're enjoying. I know I'm just like struggling and staring at the screen, but this is going to be hype soon. Yeah, I'm not looking for one Pokemon. I'm pondering combinations of two that would work. Ground also is pretty rough. It's not like as bad because we have everything with ice coverage, but it's still not great. I hate Defog Mega Scizor. Never recommend that to me. I just spit on the ground. That's how bad that's what I think of Defog Mega Scizor. Use Swords Dance or use something else. Not to hate on the recommender, but I'm such a hater of Defog Scizor. Such an L when you have to run that. It's horrible to use Scizor for that. It's like strapping a plow onto a Ferrari and running it through the fields down at the farm. Is there a better Pokemon than Raging Bolt in the world? Yes, like Miraidon. Iron Treads, Moltres. Yeah, that defensively theoretically covers it, but I don't love Moltres here. Defensively it covers it, but I don't love that. Mamo, we do not know. Mamo's not the answer right here. It's not what we need. We do not need any more ice types. Feeny could be decent. Not really, doesn't really help us with very much. Thank you very much, Justin Waxman, for the $10 saying love to see snow. Feels like fun weathers are much more viable in Natex. You're entirely right. Yeah, the existence of Arctozolt makes Natex snow way more viable. No Arctozolt means snow is pretty much garbage. But I do think snow in SVOU is not as bad as people think. I feel like, but yeah, in Natex I do think it's better. Tread's hat will basically deal with everything. Let's give it a try. Let's give Tread's hat a try and just kind of see what happens there. So okay, let's think about what we want with this. It's gonna be Aurora Veil. This will probably be Eject, I'm thinking. I think I want to go with the Eject Healing Wish kind of angle. Mystical Fire, although this is pretty rough against Scizor, but I guess we have Bolt. I'll probably go Booster Energy on this. Or do we go Booster Energy? We definitely need Thunderclap. I guess we go Thunderbolt. I think dropping Dragon coverage makes the most sense here, but we'll see how much we end up regretting that. We might end up just going full attacking and not CM Bolt. Non-CM Bolt might be better. We'll see how we feel. And we'll go Speedy on this because I feel like a lot of Gliscor irritating. Belly Drum, I think just max speed. Adamant. We might switch that around because Raging Bolt being able to Thunderclap this is annoying, but I'm thinking we go Adamant. Yeah, probably Draining Kiss and Nuzzle. Actually, we want to go... Yeah, I think we do want to go Mystical Fire on this, just given how the team is. Always defensive on these guys. We have some issues. I feel like Volcarona is pretty rough, don't we? Like, we lose to... I feel like, we kind of have nothing for Volcarona. No ground immunity is, I don't think, the end of the world, given how many ways we have to hit ground super effectively, but it's not ideal. Maybe the Moltres is the play. Sad as it is to say. Spadef Defog Mega Sizz is the GOAT. The worst words have never been uttered. No, if Huntail and Gorbis got the Deep Sea Tooth and Deep Sea Scale boost, they would be pretty cracked, and immediately they might not get banned to Ubers. But they probably would be. What do we do against Diancie? Arctozolt, I guess. Juice Par, thank you very much for the $5, saying not enough for an $8 coffee. Good thing I don't drink coffee. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Arctizolt, and then... I've still never had a cup of coffee in my life. Like, I really don't want to have to... Maybe we go Cinder over Treads, but then we don't have Rocks, which is not so great. Let's try this and just see what happens. Do Pyro, Court Change, Weather Ball, Sucker Punch seems pretty funny. Go minus Spadef. Seems good. That seems good too. Go with this. Snow Warning. Let's just go Moonblast. Let us hit T-Tar. And yeah, we'll go 248. 8 attack seems fine. And let's say, do we want to go HDB with all this removal help? Let's go HDB for now. Blizzard. I don't think there's much of a need for Freeze Dry anymore. Seems like kind of a thing of the past. And how much do we want? Arctizolt. How much do they run in this format? 4. Okay, let's trust the people that came before. What is this set it gave me? Physically defensive? That is the worst idea. Let's go greedy. Actually, no, we kind of need the speed, I think. Yeah, well, no, there's no Zama, though. Let's calc this. Okay. No, we do need Jolly to outspeed Zama. Yeah, we do, right? Yeah. Well, hold on. Oh, +2 is what we don't. Beautiful. Adamant all the way, or whatever this other thing is we're gonna do. Yeah, and because we get the defense boost, we want to drop Spadaf. Seems more reasonable. We might go AV Hat or Bolt, because we don't really have a specially defensive wall, and I'm not loving that. But I kind of like the eject button as well. Let's start with eject, but let's keep the AV plan in mind. No, for a team this fast-paced, a slow twin is not really what you want. Okay, so Libero. Good. Yep. Proto. Slush Rush. Slush Rush. Oh, well, we don't have 252 is what we want. Okay, we got that. Let's run it. Let's run it and see what happens. Yeah, let's run it and see what happens. Snow Warning. Xbell, hello. We got a YouTuber in chat here. Let's about to see if snow is good or horrible. Yeah, it was fun doing that Jeopardy with you. That was good. I would definitely be down for a collab sometime. I just don't know what we do since our content's pretty not that similar, but I'd definitely be up to that. I'll let you know, I guess, if I think of anything. If you're up for that too, let me know if you think of anything. Yeah, AV Bolt does seem like it might be good here, but yeah, like I guess we're not really hurting for power, and it's kind of like the Raging Bolt is sort of just like a second Arctizolt right now, which is maybe okay. It Ken Rieza, thank you again for the $5 donation. Very generous, saying, is Regice worth considering as a special wall? We are immediately getting our team tested by fire here. It's Stall. And Stall is pretty rough. I don't really think we can beat this. It's going to be interesting. I don't think we do, though. Yeah, I don't think we can get past Stall. should have kind of considered that, but I sort of forgot. So now we're gonna lose. I mean, yeah, because we don't do enough to Claude with Blizzard, and I don't see any other way that we're realistically going to be damaging it. So that's not good. Yeah, iVal looks kind of... That's true. That's true. We probably do go to AV Hat. That would also help in the stall matchup if we add on Noise. So... Yeah, we'll go AV Hat after this probably, but for now we have to quickly lose this game. Cetitan's totally useless because there's a Dozo. Unless the Dozo somehow gets sacked, it won't. Spoiler alert. Zolt, I don't think can actually even do enough to Chansey, which is pretty sad. Okay, that actually does a lot. My bad, Zolt. I didn't know you were like that. But yeah, the problem is we actually don't get past Claude. Like low kick does... Actually, that does more damage than I thought. I'm glad it's 120 VP. If it wasn't, we'd be super cooked. But we're not doing a ton with Blizzard, so... This is kind of rough. I actually wonder if we should just go physical Zolt. If Blizzard's going to be like this. Like, can we not just go Icicle Crash to help us with the stall matchup as well? Because getting walled by Clodsire... It's not the life. It's not the life at all. I'm thinking we've got to do something corny, like surprise KO the Gliscor with a Weather Ball, and maybe that can help us get somewhere. But that's not... Gliscor's not really doing anything anyway. Yeah, we're in so much trouble. We'll lead Ninetales, and... I'll go for a Freeze Dry in case, because they won't die. Maybe they're willing to take some damage here. There's a chance we can maybe win this with some hazard stuff. Yeah, I think that's probably... We don't have knockoff, though. But they might not... It's going to be rough. I'm thinking hazard stuff plus court change. We really just got to hope our opponent messes up. This is kind of an unwinnable matchup, unfortunately. So we're going to Encore here. And then I think... Oh, wow. Okay, just immediately getting out of there. Fair enough. It's so hopeless. We probably go Cetitan, I suppose. We probably go Cetitan, I suppose. We could maybe freeze the Clodsire. That could be an angle. Yeah, getting poisoned makes sense. Kind of about what I figured. I'll go Arctozolt here. And, okay, we see Pex come in. I'll sub up. We gotta freeze, basically, is where we're at. We gotta freeze. Okay, I'm going to go for Blizzard again. We've got to freeze. Okay, that is another way that this could go, is that they could throw. Let's Blizzard again. Or do we Bolt Beak here? Let me Bolt Beak. It's a little aggressive, but I think we have to play super aggressive this game. Okay, stayed in, and we die. Let's just forfeit this one and move on. No point. Yeah, that was totally unwinnable matchup from the beginning. Our opponent made a mistake. I made a call that was wrong, but I stand by it. I think it was not a bad play, just a bad matchup. Let's switch this to AV Hat, and we'll go Psychic Noise on this as well. I think that's going to do better by us. And we'll go Special Attack Investment on this. Yeah, but no, it's not like Stall's like unbeatable or anything. I just totally kind of forgot. And then, yeah. No, I don't know what you're talking about with this like matchup being. Yeah, I'm shocked they let Clodsire go though, because if we'd Healing Wished up Zold, we like very realistically could have won there, but they just risked their Claude for really no reason. They could have brought the Claude in and healed it on something, but I honestly, yeah, I can't explain why my opponent played that the way they did. I thought that was really weird. But it happens. Okay. Yeah, like in retrospect, it's easy to say, oh, you should have just like clicked Blizzard, but very easily a lot of people could have preserved Claude there. You know, try to get in Clodsire on a like Ninetales clicking Aurora Veil or clicking Encore or something like that. If there was an official singles format, would you play it? Yeah, probably. Probably I would. I mean, I want to be in the metagame with the most people, generally. Which, because I find that the most competitive, the most interesting to innovate in. So yeah, I probably would. If there was an official singles metagame, I think I would play it. Okay. Accidentally just dropped my water bottle on my laptop, so that's why I typed a plus sign randomly. But hey, we're back now. Okay. Looks like Cetitan is looking amazing. And it looks like Diancie is pretty rough. I want to lead with Hatterene because I think Diancie is just going to be super, super tough to lead into otherwise. Let's do that. How well does Diancie take a Diamond Storm? Because I feel like we should EV this Hatterene to probably live. Okay, that's really not great. That's rough. Okay, that's also really not great. We can go Raging Bolt here on the likely Poltergeist, though. And they don't have an electric immunity, so that's not bad. Yeah, booster energy there is nice. This is why Poltergeist is a lot better in Natex than it is in OU. OU, tons of disposable items everywhere. We're going to Thunderclap here. Mega Diancie will die to that. It's a read, but if they go for rocks or something, we can court change it later, so I'm not thinking that's horrible. And we do just get the kill. Very nice. Very nice. And what are they? Oh, they're 1876. We're 1764. So, okay. All right. This is kind of interesting. I feel like I can just Thunderbolt. Looks not too bad. Yeah, good damage. They would hammer. Okay, high horsepower. Did not see that coming. Maybe I should have, but that's not really something I'm familiar with, being a set. Let's just get up Veil here, and then we'll probably try to do Cetitan stuff. Yeah, Saraledge. Okay, I'm inclined to just go Arctozolt on this. Arctozolt's actually not going to take much at all. But I guess I'm a little worried about the... Let's just click Bolt Beak. It'll do a good chunk. Probably bring it down to Sash, but then we can go into Cinderace and Sucker Punch, which is nice. Okay, we do see the Sash. Yeah, I definitely want to preserve the Zolt. I will go Ace here. Do we live a Poltergeist? We do not. So let's Sucker. Okay, and they do just immediately go down. That's really good to see. That's really good to see. This seems to be going pretty well. We got some judgers in the chat. Well, not judgers necessarily, but they're saying this team feels too offensive for its own good. Let's not lose our optimism yet. I don't think we're there. We had one totally unwinnable stall game because I forgot the stall matchup existed. And now we have Psychic Noise on Hatterene, which will help a lot. That's not good. That's not good. If this thing clicks Trailblaze on the wrong turn, I think we kind of just lose. But let's see what happens, I suppose. Wow, but it might be Trailblaze. It might just do that right here. What if it Trailblazes right here? We just can't know. I don't want to let Zolt die, but I think going Zolt here for the Trailblaze. I'm glad we went Zolt right there. Oh no, but it still outspeeds us, so I don't know why I'm talking like that saved us anything. We still die here. Okay, well anyway, with that in mind, then with the Sax probably Ace. Okay. Now the good news is I think we still live here. Yeah, looking like we likely do. Well, oh my gosh, that did so much. How did we take so much? That, like, obliterated us. It wasn't even close. That's not good. Okay, well, let's go Cetitan. And do we outspeed? We don't. Unless it's... Oh, it's probably Adamant, though. But CC definitely like super hyper kills us. We have no option other than to belly drum still, I think. I mean, how much are we taking with? Actually, if it's adamant, do we outspeed with Zolt? No, I don't think we do. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Do you play, someone asked in chat, Snake's Animation, $2. Thank you very much for the donation. Do you play OMs much? No, generally not. Not a lot of time. I'd rather focus on the metas that are really important. This was mostly a playing issue, though. I kind of sacked Raging Bolt for no reason to that Rillaboom. Should have known a Rillaboom wouldn't come in if it didn't have anything to hit it. Could have just been switched to Ninetales there. So sort of, you know, making my own bed and lying in it here, as they say. What do we do? We can... I mean, let's belly drum and hope they throw. Yeah, Drain Punch. All right. Oh, forgot to say GG. GG. Okay, so yeah, that was just a playing issue. Just should not have let go of Bolt. We're going to hopefully not play bad next time. Okay, HF, let's see what this one is. We've got a Zard, hopefully not the Sun one, probably is the Sun one. We've got, well, no, maybe not. There is a water type there, but there's also Ceruledge, so kind of hard to say what we're expecting. I think Ninetales is a solid lead either way. We can either get up, okay, in that case, we go immediately into, well, geez, if it's X and DDs, though, we kind of just lose on the spot, but let's go into Bolt. Okay, that Fire Blast did way too much damage. Wow, let's Weather Ball, but if they just stay in Scorching Sands, we're in real trouble. I don't like that it's Fire Blast and not Weather Ball. That's also bad news for us, because that means we can't switch into Ninetales on it. Yeah, gotta play aggressively, and I think Weather Ball's the right player. I don't see my opponent risking the Zard, but they might. They might. I'm not liking how read-heavy this team is playing so far. So, yeah, we'll see how this turns out, but I'm not loving this so far. Yeah, so looking at this matchup, Cetitan looks like it could do stuff, honestly. It really does. It really, really does. Given that our opponent looks to have a hazard stack component, I think it's a good idea to keep Court Change kind of in our back pocket. Do you have a favorite Pokemon game? Yes, Soul Silver. Fantastic stuff. Arctozolt is really hindered by Zard Y in this matchup, but if Zard Y dies, it could look good. I don't know. It's really hard to say what needs to be watched out for. Our opponent taking a really long time. I'm not going to click Thunderclap. There's a trick people do. There's so many mind games you can play, but I'm going to stick with my original decision. Never let yourself get iced out. Always just stick with the original call if your opponent's taking a really long time to decide. Don't know what our opponent's doing. They might time out at this point. Okay, that was weird. Let's move on to the next game. That was really weird. Not sure what that was about, but we take those, I suppose. It's another stall team, this time with a Shedinja. We absolutely are in huge trouble against that. This can't touch it, this can't touch it, this can't touch it, this can't touch it. We have two Pokemon that can touch it. Shedinja stall is an absolute instant loss matchup. I think we may have been stream sniped, or maybe we just got bad luck, but we cannot touch this one bit. Yeah, we cannot do anything about that. So we lose again to matchup fishing. It's such a shame. I hate Shedinja Stall so much because it's not a particularly good archetype. It instantly folds, right, if you face like sand or any residual chip. But you face some teams and it's just completely unbeatable and there's nothing you can do. So I have nothing but the deepest hatred in my heart for Shedinja Stall. And yeah, it's a super toxic matchup fish and I hate it. And it's garbage and it makes the game worse that it exists. So anyway, let's lose. Let's see how we can lose in. There's a chance. I mean, there's a way Hatterene can bust through this if we like continually get really lucky against Blissey. But no, we pretty much lose for sure. We can maybe fake having something to hit the Shedinja with Cetitan, like fake having knockoff, but no, is it viable? No, it's not that good. Shedinja Stall's not that good. It's just like a super scummy matchup fish that is ruins stuff. I do hate it. Yeah, I really hate it. Yeah, I wish Snow did chip damage. Then this Shedinja would be totally out of commission, but you know. I mean, what? Like, no, there's no world in which our opponent's like, hey, I have a Toxapex, but what if I just left my Shedinja in against a Cinderace? Like, no, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Okay, so we lose. Let's pretend like we don't lose. What's the best way to pretend that? Let's lead with this, I guess. Get Snow up. Let's go Hatterene. We can't let T-Spikes go up. Okay, we get that going. That's kind of nice. Let me go for a let's go for a Nuzzle, I guess. Okay, we get knocked off. Not great. Let's Psynoise. Okay, maybe there's a world where they like let Pex take infinite damage and then we do something. Yeah, maybe I should just forfeit and not waste our time on this. Thought Shedinja was banned? I wish. Honestly, might not be a bad idea. I'll D-Kiss here. Let's Psynoise again. I'm going to hopefully pretend Hatterene doesn't have Mystical Fire, is kind of the angle I'm thinking. We pretend Hatterene doesn't have Mystical Fire, and then we, like, shock the Shedinja at one point. That's one angle. Maybe we could bait the Shedinja into poisoning something as we switch into Hatterene. That could also be maybe an angle. I don't know. I want to try, but it's kind of a waste of time. Yeah, I hate it so much. Like, and it's also like Pursuit exists in Not decks, which makes this even dumber. It's just not good. It's not a good strategy. It's not a good team. It's just there to cheese people that are like, it's just there to cheese people. I'll Psynoise again because our opponent randomly sacked stuff last time. Maybe they'll do the same this time. Yeah, like maybe one other way we could kind of hope here is like maybe it's a okay, Blissey comes in. Yeah, it's Boots. That's not good. Dude. Let's go to Titan and try to belly drum and hope they think we're knockoff, I guess. I'll belly drum here. No, Pursuit. If you face Pursuit or Weather, your team sucks. You're just hoping you don't. I'm going to hope they protect here. I'm going to go for the Z belly drum to heal back up as they protect, and then we'll click Icicle Crash as they go into Skarmory. That's the hope. I don't think it'll go very well, but that's the hope. And it is Boots, so no poison for us. Yep, there we go. I think they're going to want to scout here. They should be worried about knockoff. I really hope they are. Let's click Icicle Crash. Okay, beautiful. Oh, come on, dude. We no. Why? Oh man, why? Okay, back into Shedinja. This time we go Hard Hattering and hope they click Wisp. Actually, they should Tect again. I'm gonna click Crash again. Okay. We're gonna go Hattering and hope they go for status here. They shouldn't. They didn't. Yeah. I'm not going to say GG. I think it's so scummy. I mean, it's like you're just using a garbage team and hoping you run into good matchups. There's really nothing less interactive and in the spirit of a game than that. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not going to say it's like morally wrong or anything. I guess everyone has their ways of having fun, but I hate it. Okay. Yeah. What do we do? Like, I hate it so much, dude. I'm so freaking tired of getting rolled by Shedinja. Like, what are some random? Let's do it. Fine. Let's make our team worse so we can beat the 1 in 100 matchups where there's a Shedinja, and let's slap Pursuit on something random, I guess. So irritating, man. Like, what do you do? What can you do? Like, no, you're just gonna... Knock doesn't really do it, because they can scout for Knock. You gotta put Pursuit on something to trap and kill it. I mean, the Scar Miss didn't matter. Yeah, that was like a godly, unwinnable matchup there. There was no world where we had anything more than 0% chance to win that game. That was me. ZZ, so like you were in stream and you were like, let me load up a Shedinja stall? Like, did you just like happen to be on ladder and happen to be playing that and happen to see me streaming and drop in? Or did you intentionally snipe me with a team you knew I had no way of beating? Like, we have to drop the hat. That's not working. Let's try a different. I'm going to add Pursuit on. Hate this thing, dude. Let's go with the triple Dark Gambit. Okay. Let's try Assault Vest. That'll help with the Zard Y situation a little bit as well. We'll go Volt Switch, and probably in place of Thunderbolt, I'll go Draco. This seems fine. Yeah, let's give this a try. Yeah, okay. Let's give this a try. I'm so annoyed by how that went over. Absolutely hate Shedinja stall. Didn't know I was streaming. Okay, fair enough then. I do believe you. It's just so irritating when you run into an unwinnable Shedinja stall matchup. There's really nothing more frustrating in the game than that. But no, if you didn't know I was streaming, I believe him. No, let's not be mean. You hate the archetype all you want. Let's not hate on people. Okay, well... Alright, well now I gotta pursue Gambit, so now the Shedinja team will get instantly farmed if it faces me, which is, like, cool, I guess. That's the kind of archetype that people find fun. Then sure, we'll do it. HF, okay. Should just be a Ninetales lead. Mousehold, I don't think we die to a Pop Bomb. Super small chance we could go Gambit here. Tidy up, does that remove screens, opponent screens? No. So, we could do that. Let's do it. Let's Veil up. Cool, and now let's go King Gambit. I don't think it cleans screens. And then we can go Gambit here. Good, it did not. Okay, let's knock off. They went for it again. Greediest Mousehold player in the world dies after setting up 3 times in a row. How do you stream in Showdown? Aren't matches randomized? Yeah, you just stream the random matches you get. How'd that kill? Because Mousehold's weak and Gambit's strong. I don't know what to tell you, man. It was like not even a roll. It was guaranteed. Mousehold has poor defense. Gambit has high attack. Knockoff is a strong move. It seems like a pretty fair summary. That's a good point. That's a good point. If they were sniping, Shedinja would not have switched out into Skarmory. It's true. Perhaps I am banded. We don't want to reveal that we're not banded. Could be really helpful against the Volcarona later. If they want to make conclusions, then they can make conclusions. I will let them do that. If Blaziken comes in, we go hard. It does. Calking. What are you calking? You're calking no item, I think. Yeah, I think they saw the Mousehold die and then calced no item. Yeah, anyway, should just be, we can go, well, we might not want to go Zolt here. CC actually does not look fun. Let's go Bolt. Oh, interesting. SD, okay. Volt Switch here will kill. Let's just Volt Switch. Seems fine to me. Okay, cool. I'll take a Volt Switch on that. Should just be go Zolt and click Bolt Beak, so I'm just going to do that. Okay, they forfeit. GG. Rough game for them. We're 2-3. Let's see which stall. Let's see what stall team will get farmed by now. Like, what's it going to be? What's a team that could get past this? Oh, okay, no, I got it. Right, it's a Shedinja stall, but they have Sash to get past the Gambit Pursuit and a Trapping Magnezone to kill the King Gambit with Body Press. I think that's what we're going to see. We're going to see Shedinja Magnezone stall, which will then trap and kill our Gambit, then farm our team. We'll see. I'm mostly just, I'm complaining because I'm irritated, but yeah, let's see here. Okay, it's this guy. It's this guy again. We've faced this guy before. It's this super wacky team. I feel like we should be able to Cetitan on this, but we gotta play our cards right and time it right. It's kind of a weird team. The Clodsire is actually a bit... No, it's not too much of a threat because we have Encore. We've got to be smart with Encore. I've underestimated this guy many times before, and it has caused issues for me. Underestimating this guy has caused me problems, so we're not going to underestimate today. I like leading with King Gambit and just knocking off. We do have Court Change at the same time, though, so maybe we don't really need to remove the screens, but... We also have our own screens. It's a bit awkward, the whole situation. I think we do want to remove items, so let's start with that. Yeah, we had a tragic loss to Shedinja stall where there was absolutely nothing I could do because like 4 of the team members couldn't touch Shedinja and we had no pursuit and no damage, no sand, and yeah. It was really upsetting because it's like the one matchup where you load up and there is just not a single thing you can do. Okay, we're going to just click knockoff. We're going to keep it simple. That's why we have a gambit now, correct. Let's go tails on this. Let's veil up, sure. I've been all right. Thank you for asking. Let's go Cetitan. Let's just do it. Let's run it. Let's do it. It may be a bit hasty because Claw's Eye is a little tough, but okay. No, because we can live a flamethrower. Oh, no, that's max. I think this is a bulky Volcarona, so we should be able to live a flamethrower. We just EQ here. Keyberry, okay. We do outspeed. We do kill with EQ here. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. That's really good. No, I'm not saying Shedinja stall doesn't work. I'm just saying I hate it. Because it's like the matchup fishing of matchup fishing. Okay. We immediately miss, and it's got several turns of reflect, so that's cool. Okay, wow, that was awesome. Let's go into Ninetales. Okay, click DQ at the right time. That's not good. Yeah, this is really bad. Let's go, what do we do here? Yeah, no, this is super bad. I don't know what to do. Let's go King Gambit. We can knock off here, I guess. Yeah. Unfortunate timing on that. This thing does not want to lose its item, though, I don't think. Okay. We can go Ninetales here. Yeah, that Icicle Crash miss was rough, though. That would have done solid damage. Okay, now I'm expecting Feeny to come in. So let's go hard Zolt here on the Feeny, and then we can Blizzard. Okay. Blizzard the Claude. I think it has the like Spidef boosting when hit item. So we can Blizzard that now, get rid of that item, switch out into something that can hit it hard. Yeah. And then, come back later, I guess. Actually, yeah, let's, I don't think you stay in here on the Cetitan. Oh, but what if you do? Let's see, Belly Drum. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way you stayed in there. Cool. Okay, let's Icicle Crash. Awesome. And based on that damage, Ice Shard may or may not kill, so let's Icicle Crash again. Okay, they're going to lower our attack. It doesn't really matter much, since they're probably just going into Claude anyway. If we can hit this time, that'd be really good. That'd be really good. Yeah, EQ is crazy good against this team. You're right about that. Dude, come on, Cetitan, dude. You gotta hit more than like 1 in 10 Icicle Crashes. It's not gonna work if you keep doing this. Oh, you're so bad, Cetitan. You cannot hit a move for the life of you. You gotta hit moves, buddy. You gotta hit moves, Cetitan. Okay. Super weird Altaria there. Let's Moonblast. Okay, Tefini comes in. Let's freeze dry. I'm down to just go on the offensive here with Ninetales. They don't actually have like a great Ninetales switch in. Let's encore that. Do not want them to be setting up more. Okay. Let's freeze dry. And let's encore. Okay. Now it's pretty sad that we don't have... that all we have is Volt Switch to hit this thing. But we do have enough turns that we can go Bolt and then... This is looking rough. If we had Thunderbolt, we'd be fine, but we do not have Thunderbolt. Really unfortunate that is. Yeah, I think we're cooked. Maybe Zolt is still... No, but it's not going to be fast without the snow. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. My bad. All right, I got to Veil up here, and then we can Encore, but I think we just take too much with everything. No, I think we're in serious trouble here. I don't think we can win this. Yeah, this Corviknight has gotten the better of us on a few occasions. If we only we had T-Bolt, I guess I should add T-Bolt back. We keep making these changes that are just not serving us well. We'll see. Maybe there's a way out of this. Yeah, I should have just stayed in with Ninetales and clicked Freeze Dry earlier. Not really sure what the thought process was there. Because, yeah, if we hadn't switched into it, maybe we could have done something with Bolt. But I think I kind of messed that situation up. But dude's taking forever to make what surely can't be a tough call. Well, maybe. Maybe they want to know whether they should click Agility or Power Trip. That's fair, actually. That's a fair choice to think on. Okay, critical hit. Yeah, that did matter, by the way. So that was awesome. That mattered. Yeah, dude, it kind of is, but it is. Okay, fine. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know, nothing you can do. All right, it's Volt Switch here. Let's Volt Switch, and then yeah. Okay, they do Power Trip. That's the good news, and we do get a critical hit. That is the really good news. So I think we're out. I think we got through it. Thanks to that. Let's Blizzard here to cover the Claude. Unless this is a super fast Corv, which it definitely could be, I think we're good. If it is super fast and it clicks Roost, we super lose anyway, so there's no point in clicking anything else. Blizzard here should cover it. Okay, Claude comes in. Okay, we kill that. Okay, I think we probably got bailed. We probably got bailed by a critical hit. Maybe Bolt Beak would have done it, plus the Volt Switch. We probably got bailed though. Let's Bolt Beak here. Actually, it's going to be... Yeah, it's probably should have just clicked Blizzard. I think we probably still lose, though, right? To this Altaria. Yeah, we probably still lose to the Altaria. Because we don't have anything to touch that. Yeah, let's go Ace. We can Court Change, and then we can try to burn it with Pyro Ball. That's probably the play. Okay, now we click Pyro Ball a bunch of times and hope we burn. Okay, we're missing a lot. Oh, we're missing a lot of moves. Okay, we do not get it. We do not get the burn. And that's it. That's GG. Maybe like super critical hit on the Ice Shard. Like critical hit into them clicking DD into another critical hit, maybe, is the kind of the vision. Let's go into this and hope they don't attack for some reason, and we freeze with Blizzard is the other plan. Okay, no, we'll go Gambit here. Super critical hit on the Sucker Punch. Yeah. Okay, we actually regular critical hit. All right, GG. Well, actually, there's a chance here. There's a chance here that they don't roost for some reason. Let's thunderclap. Okay, they totally are throwing. There's a chance. I don't know what the heck they just did there. They just made a very weird play. Really confused by that. I'm gonna thunderclap. Okay, they just totally threw that game. Rip. Okay, yeah. So guys, click Roost with your Altarias against Raging Bolts when you're at 11%. Yeah. That was the worst throw I think I've ever seen. Maybe. That's rough. We all do that though. I've had some horrendous throws as well, so but that's rough. That's rough. Actually no, I've seen a worse throw on Fort. I've seen a worse throw, but that was not great. Okay, this team's garbage. Let's see what we can do about it. Yes, the Titan has not been good, has it? Like, I don't think we changed the Raging Bolt set, though, because of one super whacked out Corviknight. No, this team's 3-3. And one of them was a complete throw, and one of them was a timeout. So we basically have actually won one game. But thanks to Shedinja stall people, we can't just, like, ignore that, so we gotta factor that in. So we probably, like, we need a Gambit. Yes, the Titan's been, like, just missing every single Icicle Crash, which has been great. Thank you, Lydia, says Jeezy on the opponent throwing. Thanks, I guess. I mean, I'll take what I can get. But yeah, that's not good. This team is unacceptably weak to ground at this point, I feel like. What else? What are we gonna do though? Let's run it again. Let's run it again without, because that team is so bizarre. It doesn't even really count as a team, I feel like. Okay. The lack of us having rocks has been pretty bad. No, we definitely don't switch out Arctozolt. That's like the one thing that's been working. Let's lead with Ninetales and okay, well, let's Veil. We survive. Now we Gambit SD seems not well. That doesn't seem great. Let's go Bolt. Okay, we can core change that, so that's in a way that's actually good. Let's Draco here. Okay, that went pretty well for us. I don't love the health they were left on, but we can Volt Switch here. And then get in Cinderace, looking very nice. If the D-Knight comes in, I'm clicking Big Weather Ball, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. It's going to be great, and it's going to be awesome. Yeah, we probably have to get rid of the Cetitan. I've been waiting years for this day. Look at that. Devastating Drake doing absolutely zero. Epic stuff. We're going to court change now as we get smoked by this King Gambit. Oh, baby. Now we get to Pyro Ball, and we live. Unless it's banded. We live. Oh, dude. Too good. Too good. We could go Tails here. I'm going to do it. We're going to Encore now. I'm insane. I'm insane! I'm insane. Let's, okay, let's go, ooh, Cetitan, right? Let's go Cetitan. Let's just Icicle Crash. I think we just attack here. I don't think we set up. Okay, fine. I'll crash again. I think we just want to keep our health, really. Okay, good. Headlong. Glad to see it's not close combat. All right, it's looking good for us. I don't really see a way out for our opponent. Unless we toss this like crazy, we should be good here. And I mean like crazy. We EQ, yeah. Not sure what the plan was there with the Gambit. Let's go Gambit here. And let's Pursuit. Okay, it had Focus Blast and it missed. We absolutely take those. Let's Sucker. Yeah, cool. Let's click Knockoff. We never give this an opportunity to DD. Never, ever. I'm so worried about the Trailblaze. I think Sucker into Ice Shard should do it, though. Yeah, okay. All right, we got an actual clean win. An actual win with the team. But yeah, no, this is not looking like good for Cetitan. Let's discuss some changes. Drop Cetitan at Zapdos. Drop Weather Ball on Ace. It's not working, is it? Okay, the Trick Room Psy Terrain. Interesting. That is very good in OU. It's worked very well. So that's pretty threatening, actually. I think I'd like to immediately get up Veil, but never mind. We're not going to do that. We're going to go into Cinderace in the double Iron Bash. That did so much damage. And now we're going to Pyro Ball. We did not do that much, but at least this thing is somewhat neutralized. That Pyro Ball actually really did not do much, did it? 57 to 63, and we did 64, so that indicates probably max HP. Can King Gambit come in here and kill with Knockoff? Likely it can. And that's definitely banded, so if we don't kill, it's not the complete end of the world. So let's go in and click Knockoff. Ursaluna comes in, eats a Knockoff. It's definitely not happy to be taking that. So that's good news. Let's go Ninetales here, and we can... Oh my gosh, that did so much damage. Still, I thought that would do a little less with our defense investment, but okay. I'll Veil. I don't think it did want to die. Oh no, we lived that. Fortunately, we got a little bit of a more favorable roll that time. Let's click Freeze Dry. I don't know why they wanted to sack their Ursaluna, but they did. There was no reason to sack Ursaluna there, but they really just wanted to, I guess. Okay. I think King Gambit makes sense here. And we'll Sucker. They've got to have CC. They might sub. That'd be bad. I don't think we have the luxury of guessing. Thank heavens. Okay. Let's go Bolt. We have AV. It clicked fighting thing. We do live a Moonblast here, blessedly, and it is so slow. That is such a slow Tapu Lele. So we're going to get hit now by a Fairy move, presumably. Let's go Cetitan. And we can Icicle Crash. If we outsped with Bolt, we probably outspeed with Cetitan, and we can Icicle Crash. We do hit, so Cetitan did better than it usually does, but we do not get anything else. We can Volt Switch here. If the Cresselia comes in, we probably go Alola Tails. Or we might just go Kingambit and kill it with a knockoff. That actually seems probably like the best play. Yeah, we probably just go Kingambit and knockoff here, which we now do have a guaranteed KO on Melmetal, which is nice. Okay, Lele decides to go down. Glad to see that. Probably we go for the Veil and then just go for the Kingambit win. Seems like the best play. Up we go, Veil. They Ice Beam and do not kill us, which is pretty funny. I really don't want to get frozen. How much is Arctazol to me? We go Gambit. Let's not be foolish here. We don't want to give this any chances to... we don't want to let it heal up for free. Please don't get frozen, King. Oh, come on, Kingambit. Okay, good. Holy. If you got frozen there and just lost, I would have been pretty upset. Okay, nice. GG. Okay, we're 5-3, so we're really 3-3, but we're evening it up. Other than the really weird team we faced that one time, it's seeming like this is going a little bit better. Yeah, let's drop Cetitan. It's been horrible every single game. I'm with you guys. It's a shame, but let's try something else. That also opens up our Z slot, which is kind of cool. What's the replacement? Okay, probably like Scarf Kyurem or something. I want to try Choice Band Arctivish just to see if it's, you know, Vicious Rend, and we'll go Freeze Dry for Aloe, I guess, but, you know, we're not going to be doing a whole lot anyway. And Icicle Crash, and does it have anything else that's worth using? Not really. Let's actually, no, let's shake it up. Let's go Life Orb on this guy. I feel like that'll work better with this kind of set. Let's just give it a try. I mean, we're running a full snow team, and I actually do believe in the viability of this strategy. I do think this can be a top level thing, but yeah, let's give this a go. Let's give this a go. I feel like this could be something. It'll probably be better than Cetitan, right? Because that's been garbage. But yeah, I figure there are probably better things to run in this slot. I think Landorus is probably better. There are a lot of things people have said in chat that you're probably right are better, but I just want to give Arctivish a try because I'm a big fan. Hold up. Almost super messed up the EVs on that. I thought that was special attack. Okay, now we've got it in special attack. We do want to be able to hit all of Momola hard. I feel like this will end horribly. Maybe so. Hey, there we go. There's another Shedinja. This time we got a Pursuit Trapper. Feels good. Okay, let's lead. Ooh, interesting. OMG, it's Pinka. Yep. Yes, indeed. 'Tis I. I just want to lead with Ninetales, even though it's likely going to be Heatran lead. I'm not going to give this guy as much hate for two reasons. One, he said he's a fan. I'll give some credit for that. And second, it's not Stall. It's Shedinja Balance. I don't know why you'd run that. Yeah, it's about all I have to say about that. I'm really confused. Let's go... Could we just go Arctozolt on this? Probably Raging Bolt's a little better. Likely on the electric move. Taunt, not too bad. I'm okay with Volt switching here. If Treads comes in, we can just go into Arctivish. Arctivish does actually look really solid here. Okay, that is fine. Is it Zolt or Arctivish? I think we actually go into the Arctivish and click Vicious Rend. That seems like the best play. So let's do it. Thank you, JuicePar, for the very generous $5 donation saying, dual Arctos, triple ice beatdown. Let's get it, Pinka. Thank you. I'm going to go immediately into Gambit on this. Our opponent might predict it. They might not. Let's just do it, though. Come on. Come on, dude. Okay, we got. Let's go into Zolt here. Okay, we immediately died to a Sacred Sword. Did not think that would kill at all. That shocked me. Let's go Vish on the... Wow. Jeez, dude. That killed through snow? Does that bypass the snow defense boost? Yeah, that's... Okay, it's banded. It's banded, and it looked like it got a pretty good roll, too. Okay. I'm gonna go Gambit again. If we get got, we get got again, but I don't think we will. Oh, no, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, good. We got a nice Vicious Rend off. That's crazy that we got killed by a banded Sacred Sword. Did not see that coming at all. No, but I guess they knew our Gambit was Pursuit. I feel like Pursuit's usually not on teams like this, but yeah. Okay, so we could go Freeze Dry here and do a lot, but it wouldn't kill, so I don't think we do that. But there's really no great answer. We can't let it die, though. Let's Freeze Dry anyway. Okay, they do just click Sacred again, and we've lost both our Snow Setters, so we kind of probably lose. Probably, yeah. This looks pretty bad. Let's Veil up here. Maybe there's a world where Gambit takes this for sure, but it's a bit awkward. It's pretty awkward. Let's go Bolt here, I suppose. But yeah, the Treads is rough. Treads is rough. Let's Weather Ball here. Hit the Treads kind of hard. Not super hard, but does something. Yeah, Banded Samurott there was so tough. Okay, I'll Volt Switch here. They got Shedinja. I'll go Ace this turn. Seems fine. Okay, we're just gonna Pyro Ball you. You are Sash, and you Poltergeist and killed me. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Oh. I don't know what to say, man. Let's go Tails, let's Veil, and then we'll try to SD up and win with Gambit, which is actually surprisingly possible at this point, depending on what Shedinja's last move is. Okay, I like that they're attacking. That is good. I want to go Bolt here, and I want it to die, and then we can go Gambit and SD twice, is the plan. Okay, if it's SD Wisp, it is what it is. We have to SD on this opportunity. It is what it is. I'm gonna hope the Shedinja can't really touch us. Okay, X Scissor, that's good. That's what we want to see. We're going to SD one more time. Actually, do we need to? I think we do. Coco, Etran. Do we need to? How much did Weather Ball from Raging Bolt do in snow? Indicates not bulky. We don't need to SD again. I think let's do the Sucker Punch here then. Okay. We gotta not get played here. We gotta not get played. No, opponent's not stream sniping. Okay, they're just wanting to just run out our Veil. Totally fair. Let's just knock off. Choice Band. Choice Band Jet's doing that much. I'm going to knock off straight away. Yep. Good. No burn. Okay. Probably was Flash Fire to begin with, but that's good. This time I'll Sucker. Okay. Good. Good. I'm suckering here for sure. Yeah, you can't afford to let people burn too much of your Sucker PP, so that's why I immediately attack the Heatran. Okay, we've done it. The Gambit comeback. GG. Whew. We did it. It was nice to make the Gambit come back, yeah. Interesting indeed to see Shed balance. Thanks. Okay, so we probably did intentionally get stream sniped with Shedinja, but not like in a I'm gonna try to make a counter team way, like oh, Pink Across is complaining about Shedinja, let me load up my Shedinja balance type of thing. Yeah, so one other thing, you notice there that at the end, like, I was just, like, SDing on the Shedinja, hoping it didn't have Will-O-Wisp, even though a lot of Shedinja run Will-O-Wisp. When you're in that bad of a position, you have to look for the only way that you can win. You know, you don't have the luxury of other, like, oh, well, what if this is the way, you know? You have to be like, okay, it has to be this set, otherwise I automatically lose, and then you kind of play off of that possibility. Okay, well, this is interesting. I think I like leading with Zolt on the... If it's an Archaludon lead, I'm happy to low kick it. I think that's a good use of Arctozolts. Maybe die to a Draco, but good, get off a nice low kick. And... yeah. Oh, do like the stream if you're enjoying. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, no, opponent was probably intentionally played Shedinja against me. I don't think they were stream sniping. Did they misplay? No. I think they honestly played pretty well. I think the team was just super weak to Kingambit. Like, you could say, oh, you should have attacked when I didn't click Sucker Punch, but that's not really a mistake. That's just more of a missed prediction. Okay, opponent is... all right, there we go. Start results. Good. Let's go right into Ninetales. Okay, not as good. I'll Veil here. I think... yeah, I'll Veil here. As they... okay, they rock up. Totally fine. I am actually happy they did that because I can take those later. And now I'm going to go back into Zolt. Okay, and I will Blizzard here. I don't think you... well, let's low kick, actually. Because you very well might just stay in with Archelodon. Well, Blizzard does nearly as much. Let's Blizzard. Let's Blizzard because that covers the Swampert as well. That covers the Swampert as well. Actually, though, I'm tempted to Bolt Beak because I think they might... I'm thinking we Bolt Beak here. Because I don't think you go Swampert when it could be a Freeze Dry here. No, you totally might go Swampert. Let's just Blizzard. Yeah, I think Blizzard's just the best middle ground here. I don't think we're in so desperate a spot we need to be going for hard Bolt Beak reads. Like, maybe Pelipper comes in here and we're super sad, but I think it probably will just be a Swampert. Yeah, okay. Good thing we clicked Blizzard. We absolutely clicked Blizzard again. Okay, Pelipper comes in now. I will click Blizzard again. I think we do. Arch comes in. Eject button is really weird on Archelodon. That's really weird. Huh. Look at that. That's bizarre. Okay. That's really weird. We do run out of Veil this turn, which is pretty bad too. But they don't know that. They don't know we run out of Veil. Okay, they've gone into Quaquaval. Aqua Step is going to be the end of us here. Let's go into Raging Bolt. That is banded, though. That is banded Aqua Step. Let's still go Bolt. I think Bolt is fine here. We kind of get destroyed by Zamazenta still. Actually, no, not more than kind of. We really... Oh, okay. That's banded. Good to know. I'll go into this. I think we Moonblast here. Or, no, that's a terrible play. We Freeze Dry, don't we? No, that won't kill. Let's Moonblast for the kill. I think they're going to stay in here, and I think we should Moonblast and kill them. They did not stay in there. Let's get up our rocks. Let's go... We can go Cinderace on the Flash Cannon. I think throw off one Pyro Ball. Never mind. We're going to Court Change here. Okay, Rocks Up is good. Helps us pressure the Pelipper better. Arctozolt, do you die to a +2 body press? Doesn't look like it. So we can go in with you in Blizzard. Actually, Arctivish, though. Can you kill here with a Blizzard, buddy? It says you can, but let's run a calc on that. Let's see how much Ninetales did. Oh, okay, yeah, Ninetales Moonblast did 0. You are like max SpDef. So let's go into you and low kick instead. But yeah, those rocks being up is huge for pressuring Pelipper because we have more health. Unfortunately, we did not do quite enough to... okay, now we're going to Blizzard, and I think we kill. But we'll see. If not, it was still the play. There was nothing really better we could do there. There's a very real world where we do it with Kingambit again here. Okay, good. We do get the kill. Very nice. And they have to go Pelly here. And then we can switch into Tails. As the Swampert comes in, hopefully. We alternatively could just click Blizzard here. I feel like they might try to make a desperate play with Pelly, but I want to cover the Swampert switch too. I think Blizzarding here, 70% is the best middle ground. If Pelipper stays in and we don't get unlucky, we kill it. Rotom makes sense as well. Guess I maybe should have seen that one coming. I do think we just go... Oh, but it might be Waterium would be rough here. I think we still do go Ninetales. I don't see them popping the Z here. But if they do, we're in real trouble. Thunder, cool, awesome. We can Veil Up. Veil Up here is amazing. Easiest encore of my life. And then... Oh, those go through. I'm not going to lie, guys. I kind of forgot that that's how that worked. And when I say kind of, I really forgot that's how that worked. I completely forgot that's how that worked. That's not good. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, let's go King Gambit here. I'm going to predict the opponent will go hard Quackball to stop the King Gambit sweep, so I'm going to knock it this time. And then we'll... Okay, they went... That's not good. I was really hoping they would not do that. They did, but they did that. Because if we SD'd here and then we double SD'd, you lost. But I guess they didn't want to go hard Quackball. It was kind of a 50-50 there. If I SD'd and they didn't go Quackball, I won. If they SD'd and they did go Quackball, I... Or not won, because I would have had to still play Sucker Punch Mind Games, but... It is what it is, guys. I think we lose here. I don't think there's any way out of this one. We're going to go into this. We're going to go Vish, and then we'll double back into Gambit as the Pelipper comes in, and then we'll SD and hope that we get a critical hit on Quackball, I guess. Yeah. I mean, let's see. Quackball, is there any world here? Actually, yeah, it looks like we have pretty good chance to kill, actually. Okay, there's the U-turn, yeah. It's probably substitute on Rotom, so we have to play around that too, which is unfortunate. Okay, so our odds to kill are 75%. Let's go for it. It has Aqua Jet. Interesting. Okay, fine. Let's knock off here. Or do we Pursuit on the... I think we knock off. No. It's just... It's a question of whether... If the Rotom has Sub, I think we've already lost. So let's Pursuit. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Got to assume that worst case thing. Okay, I'm going to... Can we kill Kingdra without a Swords Dance is a good question. %, not great. It's got to be Sub last. What else would you run? Let's knock on the Sub. Let's Sucker here. Yes! Guys, have I done it? Good game. Ooh. Ooh. That felt good. That felt good. We had to get that play exactly right on Rotom. If we didn't get it right, we straight up lost. Because Kingdra could just Draco, and it did outspeed, and it did kill Arctozolt. Oh, dude, that was intense. Me not knowing how Ninetales worked was the reason that got so close. Like, Z moves being passed on course, should have known that. But yeah, crazy stuff that we got through that. This is actually a King Gambit stream. Cinderace has been pretty bad, though. Yeah, I've not been super impressed. Arctivish has also been pretty bad, if we're being honest. I would like to lead Arctivish here. I'm just going to click Freeze Dry. LO Freeze Dry here seems pretty okay. It does so little Lafini, that's sad. Wow, that did 0, dude. Oh. Let's go Cinderace on this, I suppose. Oh yeah, guys, definitely do like the stream for that. That was crazy. Gambit reads are insane. How do I do it? I don't know, guys. It's an art, I would say. This is not good. Speaking of art, we're about to get pieced up. Yeah. This is not so good. I hesitate to bring in Gambit because it's probably how we're gonna win this one too. But no, let's go Gambit here. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. I'll click knockoff here. Or let's SD actually, because Mawile might come in and then we could actually do some damage. Let's SD here. Or is this a stupid play that I'm making? Let's SD. We got to get something happening in this game, and this is one way we can get something happening. We don't do a whole lot, but we can kind of do. Actually, we should sucker here probably. Yeah, but Ironhead kills. They might be worried about the Ironhead killing and just switch out. That would be ideal. Okay, that did 0. They play roughed and missed. King Gambit once again proving it is the GOAT. Let's knock off again, and let's knock off again, right? It's not going to kill us with a sucker punch. Cool. Okay, King Gambit has been incredible once again, which should be absolutely surprising to no one. Let's knock off here. Okay, they just clicked Earthquake. Gotta respect the play, I guess. Let's go into Ninetales and immediately into Zolt on the T-Tar. Hopefully it's not speedy and we can threaten it with a low kick. We're going to do that right now. Hopefully they stay in. They do stay in. We get the kill. Huge play from Arctozolt there. This just became winnable. Let's go into Ninetales on this. We don't want to let any scale shots get out of hand. That EQ did kind of a lot. Not indicative of any choice band, though. Didn't do that much. Okay, seems like a pretty good opportunity to just go into Cinderace. I'm going to actually Weather Ball here. Unfortunately, we did not get the Garchomp in. Crazy to run T-Wave Pharaoh with a Feeny, by the way. Shout out to that idea. And let's low kick here. I'm expecting Pharaoh to come in. Beautiful. We catch the Pharaoh. I'm going to low kick again. Wonderful damage. And that's going to be a Leech Seed, which is interesting. I will just low kick again. We do kill Pharaoh. Very, very good. Very, very good. Ninetales again. Gotta be. And I will go Arctovish here. Okay, not taking too much from that. And let's just Freeze Dry here. Does Freeze Dry or Vicious Ren do more to Tapu Fini? Okay, they forfeit. They kind of had a good matchup there, but they honestly just did not play that well. They really did not preserve their pieces. They did not scout anything. Yeah, that was just not a super well played game by my opponent. Maybe they just didn't know Arctozolt got low kick, but letting that T-Tar die was a huge blunder. It would have been pretty safe there to scout with Zapdos, for example. Not much reason not to do that. Yeah, let's try. But then like we end up with this weird situation where if we drop Cinderace, it becomes so much easier to set hazards. Like it seems like Cinderace is garbage, but I think it's also partially because people aren't setting hazards on us. And that's like helping our team in not obvious but still important ways. I don't think this is good either. I don't think the Arctovish is good. Maybe just nothing's good. Yeah, let's try something else here. Okay, all right, let's do this. Let's try Sand Slash for removal, and we'll go Lando over Cinderace. So we'll go SR, Weather Ball, EQ, U-turn, do the fun set everyone likes to see. We'll go Soft Sand. Actually, that's a bad play. Let's go Rocky Helmet. And we'll go with an HP invested, a little bit on attack, minus. That seems fine. And then that seems fine. And then we'll go Z on this. We'll go with the big Icium Z. Seems fine. SD, Rapid Spin, Knockoff, and Icicle Crash. Seems good. with probably we got to go pretty speedy on this. That should be fine. We'll go adamant. Or is ICM triple axle or strong? Is triple axle or Z power of triple axle? It's probably because it's multi-hit. I think it'll be weak, but I want to just double check. I don't know. I'm going to assume Icicle Crash is more powerful because I can't find anything searching online about that. Minus attack. I think we want to keep. Let's keep it for the weather ball. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. This also gives us we maintain our fairy resist, not much of a resist because it has like no SPDF, but it's kind of we can like pretend we have a fairy resist, which is cool. Yeah, let's just run it. You can't Z triple axle? I'm pretty sure you can. But yeah, this should be interesting. Oh, that's a good point. Could throw it in the calculator. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Triple axle Z is 120 BP, so definitely that's not the play. Okay, let's see here. Zard Y, it's gotta be. On looking at this team, it's probably a Zard Y. With that in mind, I kind of want to start with Raging Bolt. Yeah, perfect. And now we just Volt Switch, and then we can get up rocks. Seems good. Yep. Good stuff. Actually, we can do the Kingambit thing. Do this. And yeah, I'll pursue. Actually, let's just knock off. We don't really need to pursue it. And yeah, good thing too, because they made the read. Beautiful. Zard comes back in. Easy bolt. Awesome. And let's Weather Ball this time. Nice and AV'd up. Actually, I kind of like Draco. That hits. Let's just Draco. Hits the T-Tar hard. Hits the Tusk hard. T-Tar comes in. Fair enough. We miss, unfortunately. We can Volt Switch here into Landorus. Looks pretty good. We might get Pursuit Trapped, which would be rough. We'll see. Okay, we do get Pursuit Trapped, unfortunately, and die, so that is a banded T-Tar confirmed. Not great news for us. It is what it is, though. Yeah, that's really bad. Let's get up rocks, though. It is Weather Ball Zard, which is good. That allows our Ninetales to switch in. Okay. Okay, probably just Zolt on this. If Corv's going to come in, we can just Zolt on this. Okay, didn't see that coming. Didn't see the U-turn coming, but that's okay. I guess it might not have defog since they have a Tusk, but I think with Zard Y, double removal is pretty common. T-Tar, we might outspeed. Well, we probably don't. Let's go Lando. I don't think you Pursuit Trap. You do Pursuit Trap. Oh no, we could have stayed in and low kicked you. I didn't think they do that. Okay, well, we got gamed on, folks. I'm going to go Ninetales here because I'm expecting a switch to Corv. Zard Y immediately. Interesting. Okay, well, we can go Ninetales on this. I guess they were worried about Veil. That makes some sense. Makes some sense. Okay, and let's go into Lando on this as the likely Tyranitar comes in. If they Weather Ball us here and we get Ice-type Weather Ball, that'd be absolutely tragic. But okay, good. We did not get rolled. We're just going to U-turn here. They're slowly losing their weather, which is great to see. Awesome. It's awkward. I think we go into this and freeze dry. We need to get some damage off on this Corviknight. It's a huge issue at this point. Okay. U-turn. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's what we want to see. Pursuit does not kill here. So let's go Lando. They might do it anyway. They seem to really like clicking that, but it's not going to kill. Okay. Let's EQ as on the likely rapid spin, and then we'll go Ninetales on the ice spinner, and then we'll go back into Tusk. I mean, excuse me, back into Landorus. We've got a game here. That EQ indicates that this is a bulkier Tusk, which means it probably can't kill us here. I'll click Freeze Dry here. Okay, because now we can, based on that Freeze Dry damage, 11. That did a little less than I would have thought, actually. We should still be able to Moonblast kill here. I'm going for it. Okay, Tusk dead is amazing. That's a really good kill to get. We take those for sure. It's a really good kill to get. Zord Y comes in. This is where something goes down. This is where something goes down. What's it going to be? Sandslash at +1 is still getting outsped by Serp, so like if we rapid spin, we're still getting outsped by Serp, which is pretty bad. So I'm inclined to say that's what goes. I think we go Ninetales now, and I believe we Moonblast. I'm going to try to catch the T-Tar coming in, so then we'll be able to come in and Veil and win with, hopefully with Kingambit. So I'm hoping to catch the T-Tar coming in here and Moonblast it. That's the goal. We do catch the T-Tar. Very high chance to kill here. We do get it. Beautiful. Okay. That's exactly what we need. If Serperior comes in, I do have to go hard Kingambit. Okay, that's fine. Absolutely Landorus here is the sack. Not a doubt in my mind about that, and then we Veil. Okay, there's Focus Blast. Let's Freeze Dry. I'm thinking if you have Focus Blast, you're probably a 4-attack Zard-Y. Gambit comes in here. Let's calc that Freeze Dry just in case seeing this is Fat Zard, not Fat Zard. Let's Sucker Punch here. I think if they go Core first, it's hard to say if we SD or just knock off immediately. I think we SD, but we'll see. Okay, good. Turned out to be the right play because we are faster and they clicked Roost. So that turned out to be absolutely the right play. We click Knockoff here. We should kill always. Good. And now we absolutely knock Serp. If it glares and we get full parried and then it starts subbing, that's when trouble comes. But normally a Serp cannot in any world kill us here. Like a modest Specs critical hit hidden power could potentially do it, but we should be good here unless we get glared into full parried into bad luck with substitutes. That's the scenario that's bad. If it's like glare and then they start subseeding, that's bad. But para is only 25%, so we have a 75% chance at least here, and then some. But we have at the absolute minimum, if they get every para afterward, we have a 75% chance to win this game right here. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. Let's see what you got. Let's see what your Serp's got. Bring it out. Final showdown. Icing me out's not going to make that glare any more likely to paralyze. So yeah, the reason I SD'd there is because if I clicked knockoff as the Corviknight clicked roost, then I would do less than half and allow it to iron defense. So I was predicting it would roost, which is why I wanted to SD, because if I SD'd on the roost, so it was a bit of a 50-50 there. If they didn't have iron, if they were just like Brave Bird, U-turn, Roost, Defog, then it didn't really matter what they clicked. But if they were ID body press, it was a bit of a 50-50. Opponent is icing me out here. They're running down that timer. I don't know what there's nothing to calc. You definitely die. You take like 200 from a knockoff. You're super dead. HP fighting would not kill me here. You'd need a critical hit. Or Specs HP fighting would do it. Yeah. Are they just not... Are they okay, I'm guessing they did not have glare, at which point there was zero chance for them to win, so they just timed out. So that's GG. Shockingly, we did gain Elo. I'm really still not sure about this. I don't think this team is great. I'm super skeptical about the Sand Slash. We probably just put like a better Pokemon on this team. What I'm really torn about is like, dude, I hate Shedinja so much. So like, I'm just going to start slapping Pursuit Pokemon on every single team because I hate Shedinja that much. No, yeah, they're hacking the game to put in HP fighting. That would have been funny. But yeah, opponent's just going to time out there. We went ultimately, it's crazy. I think we won 8 games in a row. We ended up 9-3, which is like weirdly good. I think we legitimately won 8 games in a row after starting off 1-3, I think was what it was, or something like that. So, I'm surprised this went as well as it did. Cinderace was pretty bad. Especially since we have Boots Zolt. Maybe I think I was probably overestimating how bad hazards were for us. I think being able to set our own rocks is really important. Sand Slash for removal, maybe it's better than I think. We didn't really get to see it do anything. I will probably do a part 2. I want to see this through a little bit further. So still it's weak to Zama. Weak to Zama, Lele. Those are the main things. This is not a good team. This is not a good team. We've got to figure something out. I mean, Arctozolt was good. We figured, everyone knew it would be. Alola Tails was pretty good. I don't know. I was really thinking Cetitan would be good, and it just did not perform. Like, that was weird. Slush Rush, yeah, I mean, that's all you really can do. But yeah, I genuinely, I legitimately, I really did think that Cetitan was going to perform well. And it just, no, this team's definitely not good. No. It's like mediocre at best. I really thought a Belly Drum Pokemon with like Icicle, I thought it would do well in Natex, and it just so didn't. Like, I don't know. Yeah, Gambit saved us many a time. I think this was an entertaining stream. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope you like the Shedinja crash out. Remember, don't hate on anyone. They hate the archetype, not the players. But I hope you enjoy the Shedinja crash out. Like, what do we do? Is Snow just bad? Maybe it is. Like, the Weather Ball and Bolt was totally useless. I don't think we used it once. So let's just notes for maybe next time. Weather Ball on Bolt was useless, but it was generally good to have a Zard switch in. So we probably keep it, but like maybe we drop Weather Ball. Crazy as that sounds, it was just bad. So yes, the Titan was bad. Weirdly, it just sucked constantly, even though it really shouldn't have. I guess it's vulnerable to a bunch of Scarfers. Maybe that's... Cetitan turned out to be a Sir Fraud. Yeah. I mean, at least my playing was on point. I feel like, well, not at the beginning, but we warmed up, and I feel like I did pretty well in most of the other games in figuring out the win route. But there were so many desperate games. There were so many games that we were just like, by the skin of our teeth, by the sucker of our punch, just like... They were so close. I don't know. I'm just like... I'm having a normal the longer post stream breakdown than normal, because I'm just wondering like what the heck what went wrong, because I've seen Snow be threatening. Maybe it's just not consistent. Maybe it's just a bit of a matchup fish. Maybe there's some way to make it work that I'm just not seeing. Do you guys want to see me try again? Let me ask that. Should I try again? Do you want to see another stream with Snow? Ice Q next stream. Jeez, I don't know about that. Yeah, like maybe Snow Synergy is just limited to Glow King Kyurem, but that's so lame. That's so sad. It's just so lame. I guess, I mean, if Slush Rush Pokemon don't work, then what else can you do but just do super lame cores with Kyurem and Glow King, I guess. Maybe we could have tried DD Kyurem. We didn't try that. In OU, generally, Snow has only been successful in Hyper Offense, but that's because we have Terra, right, for like Frostmoth and Kyurem. So I don't know, maybe it's just not good in Nat decks. I'll probably, if I try it again, I'll probably wait till I have some inspiration, because I feel like we ran through a couple ideas and it just wasn't panning out. And all we did is win with King Gambit. But it seems like most people want to see it again, so we might do that. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining. We'll wrap it up here. I hope you had a good time. I did have a good time. I know I had a bit of Shedinja rage, which, by the way, I should always note, I'm always like, I'm not ever like losing it here on stream. Like I'm very honest about the emotions I'm having, because you know, like I could just be like Shedinja and like just grumble. I figure I'll share my rage, but I'm like not flipping out actually. Like we're good. It's at the end of the day, we're playing silly Snow teams on the Natdex ladder, but it definitely does annoy me, but I'm not trying to hide it. I guess I would say, for your entertainment, I do not try to hide that it annoys me. I fully show exactly how much it annoys me. But as I said, hate the Shedinja, don't hate the players. Okay, let's call it there. Thank you guys. Hope you had a good time. Try to time this right. We'll end this in 3, 2, 1.